Hi, special friends. Welcome to Mrs. Ashlee's Learning Emporium, where we read, write, learn, and play. I'm Mrs. Ashlee. Today, we are going to hear Brooke and Bre, the engineering team, read by a special friend, guest reader, Mr. Paris.
Welcome back, special friend. My name is Paris, and I am back to read another book by Mrs. Ashlee. Today, I'm here to read Brooke and Bre, The Engineering Team by Mrs. Ashlee to you. I hope you enjoyed this story. There were two sisters with a lot of heart. Both were persistent and both were smart. But when the girls went to school, boys always seemed to tell them what the girls couldn't do. Bree would sometimes get upset, but Brooke encouraged her nonetheless. She told her sister she was brilliant and bright. She gave her hugs and listened to her plans each night. Bree's latest dream was for her and her sister to enter a school competition as an engineering team. Brooke asked, "Engineer something? How do we do that?" Bree replied, "Dear sister, we just put up our thinking caps." The next day, the sisters went to the competition table. A group of boys laughed and told them they weren't capable. But they ignored them and signed on the dotted line. Bree and Brooke were determined to be the greatest engineers of all time. The sisters were given a box with materials and rules. There were popsicle sticks, straws, milk cartons, and a bottle of glue. This year, the challenge was to solve a problem for people in a small town. They couldn't cross their town river by ground. Brooke's idea was to build a bridge, of course, but Bree told her that they had to think about it more. What would the bridge be made of? What would be its height? They could put the townspeople in danger if they didn't get this right. So Bree and Brooke asked a local architect to show what he knew. He taught them so much and gave them their own hard hats too. The weeks have flown by, it seemed, and today was the day that everyone would compete. The judges sat behind a table with curious looks. The first team was up and seemed to have it in the book. All the other teams had presented and were first checked off the list. Then the moment had come down to this. It was finally Bree and Brooke's turn. They were the only girls in the competition, they soon learned. Bree stood proud and told the crowd that they were civil engineers. Then Brooke made the details of their bridge clear. But many of their competitors pointed and laughed as Bree and Brooke stood on stage in their hard hats. But nobody could deny their wonderful solution they had. The crowd cheered because the sisters' bridge could save the town. Bree and Brooke were awarded first place thanks to their hard work. The crowd asked them lots of questions and wanted to see more. All the girls circled the sisters and began to cheer. Bree and Brooke had encouraged them to join the competition next year. So many of them decided to follow Bree and Brooke's lead. The sisters have shown all the girls that they could be whatever they wanted to be. Well, all right, friends. That's the end of this story. Come back to Mrs. Ashlee Learner's Emporium to hear the other stories that I will read.
Thanks for coming to Mrs. Ashlee's Learning Emporium. See you next time, special friends.